Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Shan here with Back to the Cardboard. And have you ever been going through your collection and stumble upon something that you forgot you had? Well, in this video, I want to share with you a vintage set that I forgot I had. I can't believe I forgot I had it. But man, it's awesome. So let's take a look at it. So the year is 1968. The world's in turmoil, really. The Vietnam War is ramping up. There's turmoil, riots, and protests in the streets of the United States. Robert F. Kennedy was assassinated. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated, which delayed the start of baseball season that year. Gas was at 37 cents a gallon. Man, what about those days? A new car was $2,800 for a brand new car. And they raised the major league minimum salary to $10,000 that year. It is now at 530 something thousand, I think. For every dollar you spent then, you'd have to spend 9 today because of inflation. But in 1968, Topps released their baseball set. And I call that the placemat set to this day, and mainly because my mother had placemats on our kitchen table that looked identical to these, of course, minus the player's photograph on them, of course. Kind of a burlap look. And let's take a look at some of these cards that I got. So we're going to start off with my 68 Johnny Bench rookie card. And Ron Tompkins, of course. Always like this card because one of the very few, the first one I really remember of a player wearing their hat backwards. That was pretty cool. Moving on to the Joe Morgan the same year with no hat and a UAP up there in the upper right hand corner. In case you all didn't know, UFOs are now called UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomenon. And I got my 68 Rose here. And then I showed this card in the last video, my recent pickup of Hank Aaron. And then right next to him, Mr. Tony Perez. It's kind of a Red Legs theme with Aaron thrown in there. But that's not really why I'm making this video. That's not what I really discovered. What I really discovered is the insert set from this same year, the placemat set year. Hold up. Before I go any further, I would be amiss if I did not mention my buddy, the Drew, the Vintage Legacy. Man, I just got some of his handiwork in the mail and put together, and holy moly. It is awesome. I just gave you a preview of one of the items, so check this out. Hey, I wanted to share this with you. Look at this card rack that Drew made. And I don't have anything on it and put anything on it just for the sheer fact that I wanted you to see the craftsmanship of this walnut and how beautiful this rack is. And to be honest with you, I don't really care for the plexiglass or the glassed-in cases with the locks on them and stuff. I like being able to get to my cards when I want to. And this makes it a whole lot easier to change out and just to fiddle with your cards and look at them. And of course, the way I collect, I keep everything in boxes anyway. So this is just going to help me to enjoy my collection more. And it's just beautiful, beautiful wood, beautiful craftsmanship. And check this out. Not the card, although the card's nice too. Here's this new stand. Man, look at that. That is awesome. Awesome stand. I got 4 of those as well. And check this out. Okay, here is, let's see, we'll get an SGC holder. Get an SGC in there. See how it sets up. And then we will put a PSA slab here side by side. Look at that. Almost identical. I talked to Drew, and he put a lot of thought and a lot of trial and error, a lot of craftsmanship, and a lot of tinkering around with getting the right angle and the right back on that to get, which is, SGC is a thicker slab than PSA. But man, they just about line up side by side straight up. So very cool. Drew, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate this rack. It's just beautiful, and it's really going to enhance my collection, and more than importantly, my enjoyment of my collection. So Drew, once again, thanks, buddy. So the set from that year, the insert set that I'm talking about, I think most of y'all probably guessed it, is the 68 game card insert. I guess that's what it's called. See here, this is Al Kaline. And they all had something printed on them. Fly out, runner on third scores. Got their facsimile autograph there. You can see outs is symbolized with an O. And the backs here, blue back. And these are notoriously for being miscut. I don't know why, but they are. And this is a pretty easy set to collect, I should say. You can pick up a complete set for roughly around $200 to $250 in decent grade, I guess. But I think out of 33 cards in this set, 15 of them are Hall of Famers. And there's one rookie card that you'd be kind of surprised on, but that's Al Kaline. Big names in this set. Here is the Willie Mays. Just the back on that one. I'll show you all those so you can kind of get a feel of the backs, how miscut sometimes they are. Here's my Roberto Clemente. I need to replace this card. It's really chewed up, really wrinkly. And that's something that you'll see. These cards were used by kids to play. So you could tell this card has been in the game, and it's got probably chili stain or something played around the kitchen table. And Roberto Clemente, he was the double king. I'm just going to show you the Hall of Famers. Here's Frank Robinson. He was a triple. I wonder how they decided who was what. Here's a single. Carl Yastrzemski. Cover up. Here's another single. I'm surprised at this one. The Mick. See the back of his card. We'll place him in the center. We got 68 Hank Aaron. Single. Runners advance one base. Ron Santo. Ron Santo's an out. Hall of Famer out. Here's the lone rookie card that I could find. Rod Carew. If it's not a rookie card, it's a second-year card anyway. I know a 68 Topps has the rookie cup on it. There's another card I need to replace, but man, this thing, it's seen better days. That's Coffee, Pop, Kool-Aid. Got a mark on it as well. But you can tell Brooks Robinson hit by pitch. It's Joe Torre. Another Hall of Fame ground out. Here's my man, Pete. He's a ground out. Runners do not advance. Just the back of his card. This is not a high graded set. Orlando Cepeda. Pretty rough condition, I should say. Back of his cards. But a decent set. It's going to run you about $250 roughly, somewhere around in there. Harmon Killebrew. Crease there in the corner. Very off center. And then the last card I got here is the latest Hall of Fame inductee, Mr. Dick Allen. It's a nice looking card. So let's take a look at all 33 cards lined up together, and you can kind of see the Hall of Famers and see who else is there to fill in the set. Hey, that's all I got, guys. Thanks for tuning in, man. I hope you enjoyed the 68 Topps game insert set. I really enjoyed it, and man, I was so happy I found it. And be sure that you go over and check out Drew over at the Vintage Legacy. Not only is he good with his hands in making really cool baseball card displays, but he has an amazing channel. Great vintage, amazing stories, great guy. Be sure you go and check him out. But that's all I got for today. Remember, collect what you love what you collect. Keep swinging for the fences. And until next time, peace. Bye.